What's going on, guys? Linkerdoodle here, back with another Fortnite video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about what I think is the absolute, or I shouldn't say absolute, because there's actually a couple other good classes out, good setups for this class out there. But this is the absolute best grenade setup you can do, or I should say one of them, because you can make this improved if you want to focus on grenades even more. But I have this set up so I got 3 grenade perks, actually 4, and I'll go over this in just a second. I got Survivalist and then Startup, and that's going to be my 2 main weapon perks, and I'll talk about it in just a second. But I'm going to be putting timestamps in the description. So I'm gonna have one timestamp for this hero, excuse me, and then I'm gonna have another timestamp for a ranged weapon hero, which I think you guys will like. It focuses on Bulletstorm, and then I will also be putting a timestamp to talk about my subscriber series I like to do later on. Anyways, let's hop into this. So for my main hero, as you can see, I'm using Master Grenadier Ramirez, and she is absolutely amazing. I just love her. She is really good. She's really strong right now with all the grenade perks you can get in, and in some areas, I do think she's stronger than she was before. So for my first perk, I have Keep Out, and this is for soldiers only. And this is Frag Grenade leaves an energized area dealing 12 base energy damage per second for 6 seconds. Base radius is 0.375 tiles and increased by 40% with each match. Now, this is really good because this is giving you the old perk that Grenadier Ramirez used to have of having that electrified like area around the grenade explosion that deals damage over time. And that's absolutely amazing at taking out hordes of husks, as I will show you in a video later showing you how this works. I also have Frag Grenade, excuse me, Cluster Bomb, which is when Frag Grenade explodes into 6 small grenades, which deal 16 base energy damage in a zero point 0.5 tile radius. Now, this is really good with the Keep Out perk because this is also going to be doing even more damage in that area than you normally would be. Then I also have grenade damage, which is increases grenade damage by 36%. Now this is an absolute must for this class. This is going to be this is going to be focused on grenades, and that's going to be your big damage dealer right here. And this is going to make it an absolute ton better. It's just going to be insane. You need this perk. Then I have Rucksack. And then increases grenade maximum charges by 1. Now this is an absolute must for this, as I can clearly say, because you're going to be wanting to throw your grenades and then you're going to want to wait them for cooldown. Now I wouldn't recommend spamming them because normally that's not needed. 2 grenades will take out an entire horde depending on what level you are. So having that extra grenade might even be able to take out a horde on its own. Depends what level you are, like I said before. But this is really good having that extra grenade throw. That just has a lot of DPS waiting for you to use it compared to waiting for the charge. Now, this is where it makes it a little more personal for me. I have Survivalist in because when I was playing around with the other heroes I've slotted in, like Highland Warrior Wildcat, and she decreases frag grenade energy cost by 33%. She does a good job, but personally I don't really see the point. I'm not spamming the grenades all that much. I'm not using abilities a lot. So yeah, you can throw her in here for either of the two bottom people for survivalist or startup. But I wasn't really having a problem like getting starved on energy while playing this. So I put survivalist in, which gives me health for each kill I get. Now this is really handy because I found myself getting low on health and getting close to dying a lot. Now this helps me give a little bit more of a boost, partnered up with Adrenaline Rush, which helps me stay alive in those tough situations. Lastly, I have Startup. Now, every shot increases ranged weapon damage by 1% up to a maximum of 25 stacks. Switching weapons or reloading removes buff. Now, this is really good because this is going to help me go through the husks faster, allowing me to get that survivalist perk going more often. And that's what I really like about these two. These two partner up really good together. Now, if you really wanted to, you could throw Crack Shot in here, and he also has a pretty good perk. But since it's up to stack 50, I don't really use weapons with 50 all that much. Now it's really good um, LMG wise and that sort of thing. But I mean, it's all right. I don't really have a lot of weapons, like I said, that have that, so I put him in. And for me, I'm getting the most of this right now. Anyways, so that's gonna be more on crowd control and that sort of thing. Now this dude is an absolute beast. Bullet Storm Jonesy. He is awesome. Now the reason why I haven't upgraded him to legendary, if you guys are wondering, is because I don't have the flux for it. I'm really low right now. I recruited a bunch of heroes out of the book, and I just do not have a lot at the moment, so I cannot upgrade him unfortunately. But still, he has been shredding in the power level 100 missions against Husks. He is really strong, and what his perk is it's startup. And every shot increases ranged weapon damage by 2% and fire rate by 1.2%, up to a maximum of 25 stacks. Switching weapons or reloading removes buff. So this is really good at getting that really fast fire rate down, and that's going to allow you to kill husks really fast. It's just really powerful. It's good for this. But the one problem about this class, I would say, is it does not have a very good crowd control since it's just focused on AR. So if you got teammates around you supporting you, you're going to be perfectly fine. Because this is mainly focused around taking out the bigger husks, like the Husky Husks or Smashers, Tankers, or even Blasters. Those dudes, what I see, are one of the biggest problems that I have to deal with. Not getting them in time. Because those blasters, once they lock onto you, you're going down like that. It's very quick and you're done. Same thing with Smashers. This thing will shred Smashers like nothing. For my team perk, I have Underdog, and that increases healing received by 2.5% for each nearby enemy. Now this is really good because you're gonna have a ton of husks attacking you, and this is absolutely vital having this because this is giving you the extra health boost that you need. Next up, I have explosive rounds, and I'm using this because um, Jonesy doesn't really have all that perks geared toward like group damage, areas of damage, and this does a really good job. If you're shooting into a mob husks, you're going to kill 6 dudes and they're going to send an explosion that goes off, and then that's going to kill most of the other husks that are still around. Then I have locked and reloaded. Now, when I was playing this, I found myself reloading a lot because I'm using my pain train, and that only has a mag size. It has a pretty small mag size, so I would go burn through that, reload, and then I want to get that 15% additional weapon damage for 5 seconds. And this is really powerful to get the extra damage in, and it's amazing. Next up, I have Survivalist, as I talked about before. He's really handy in getting the extra health that you need in tough situations. Then I have Make It Rain, and what this does is it gives and each headshot increases headshot damage by 4% for 2 seconds, and it stacks up to 5 times. So this is really good with more controlled weapons, I would say, because with that reload buff that you get 15% reload, and then also the 17% weapon assault damage, and this paired up together, it is really, really strong, especially with Jonesy's perk of the fire rate and the damage increase. It is really strong at taking out husks, especially the mist monsters and other big husks, as I said before, because the fire rate speeds up, you get that additional boosts, and it is just insanely powerful. And it is really good. That's all I gotta say. But it is not good if you have to deal with large mobs of husks. I'll get that out of the way. Now, if you want, like I said, if you want to deal with husks, mobs of husks, I would say this is the better setup. And better setup in general because it does a lot more area damage for husks. It's a lot better crowd control, but this one is more focused on taking out the big husks that you need to get down in time. Anyways, I just want to say thank you for watching. If you made it this far, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and then leave a comment down below thinking is there anything I need to change about this video or that sort of thing, because I want to make this channel as best as possible for you guys. Anyway, so to talk about the subscriber series, what I want to do for you guys is I want to around 50 to 100 subs. I don't know where just yet, but I want to be going into your storm shields, your bases, renovating it, making trap tunnels for you guys, teaching you how to trap so then you can solo storm shields. And that would be my way of giving back to you guys for supporting my channel, loving my content, and that sort of thing. So I just want to say thank you again, and I try to make this a little bit more brief. Hopefully it will, and I'm putting this timestamps in for you guys who are watching to make it even easier. So just want to say thank you again, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.